Ooh, love that rip.
Oh, that rip is so good. Every time.
Hit the whammy. Oh, hit the whammy bar, baby. Woo! Gets me every time. Makes me emotional.
I go to sleep thinking about this.
I listen to this going to sleep.
I really do. I mean, I was on my way to work the other day. I was like, where the fuck is this song that's stuck in my head come from? And I realized it was that. Because we used it for the traffic report, and then I was watching Sports Mask, and you guys used it when you did the
Sure. I just played it just before we did this. We just
you did?
Just got episode 40 in real quick. Solo.
We should figure out a way to get some new tunes in. Yeah, episode 40 Sports Mask just dropped on the YouTube. The audio will be out later.
Well, if you, by the way, if our little patrons go look right now on Patreon, they might have seen two more videos, two more contents just pop up. One of me talking to an Uber driver on the way to the Orlando International Airport for 40 minutes, and another video of me hiking to a waterfall. Those
Beautiful
might have
stuff.
just popped up. That's 4 videos in the last week. There's your fucking content.
That's constant content. Listen, all right. To Jim's point here, Patreon has been an extreme pain in the fucking ass to upload videos to upload audio to. They finally fixed it. Was it easy, Stancil? Was it easy?
Now it is easy. That's what we've been dealing with this whole time because we're both have lives and things to do. I don't have time to figure this out. So now
we're not sitting behind computer screens.
I uploaded these myself. That's how easy it is now.
Yes, absolutely. And we'll have more constant content constantly being released where that came from. Look, I'm just now getting back in the swing of things. I could barely. I still can't hear.
I haven't seen you. I
still can't hear very well. I got the flu and COVID Sunday. Of course, right before I was supposed to go do Chrissie Mayr's show, which I felt terrible about. But, dude, I gotta say, man, I've been making fun of COVID for 2 years, and it's hilarious. It's a cold, whatever. Boy, it packs a mean headache. That was the craziest migraine headache I've ever had.
A headache?
It felt like lightning bolts for 3 days almost until Tuesday, from Saturday till Tuesday. So Sunday I woke up and I was like, all right, there's a problem. And I was like, I got to go get tested. I've never taken a COVID test. I'm just like, whatever. Okay. But this was like, there's something going on. So I went, and of course they were like, oh yeah, you have the flu and COVID. I'm like, I'm not really sure how that works. Just give me medicine. I don't give a fuck. And then the balls on the male nurse, he goes, if you have the COVID vaccine, you could have 3% less symptoms. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm already sitting here almost dying. Just give me my medicine.
Yeah, male nurse. Thanks a lot. You never had the vid?
No, I never even had the flu, and apparently I got them both at the same time.
I got the vid from Geno at his roast, but that was
I know. That's why I got to thinking, because I was gonna go, because I already taken off work, and I was like, I'm gonna go in anyways, do Chrissy show. I was like, I don't want to be that asshole that gets everybody sick at the studio, like Geno did, and then
right. No,
that's just not cool. It's just a dickhead move. Because I don't get sick. Like I've been saying it forever. I don't remember the last time I had a fever. So and for this thing to latch on to me, it's got to be something serious,
So are you a what's the word? Excuse me, folks. I'm in extreme pain today. If you didn't see the sports mess, I fucked up my back because I'm an athlete. I have to sit in this chair like this. So let me get that out of the way. So let me think of what word I was going to say. So are you a born again COVID believer? Do you think are you terrified of COVID now?
No, I'm not. No, I'd get it again.
Did you vote blue?
No, I did not. Actually, that was my first time voting ever. I went to go vote in New Haven. And
as a resident?
As a resident. And
wow.
I was sickly with COVID, so I was walking around all the Yale students, because I know who they're voting for. And I was just checking out the nice handrails and everything else that just looked immaculate. So,
you forgot your handkerchief at home, I bet.
Oh, of course I did, yeah. I had a nice sneeze attack while I was waiting in line. It's beautiful.
That's good. Wow, you voted in the Nutmeg State, the Constitution State. Congratulations.
Yes, I'd never even voted when I lived in Texas, because I was working offshore whenever Trump ran, so I could never do any of that. So I was like 200 miles offshore.
That was before you could just mail in votes from wherever you want.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was offshore on a boat, and I ran out of time.
Wow. All these politics.
I know people are losing their fucking minds. The John Fetterman. I look at it like this. We get at least 2 years of pure laughter and joy. Right?
And honestly, what are those people going to do? They got that mongoloid Fetterman, and they got a TV doctor who's also is just as much of a clown. Right. So you got two clowns. At least pick the ogre. He's easier to make fun of than the guy who's trying to be serious. I'll take the fucking retarded Shrek guy who doesn't know what day it is. That's hilarious.
I mean, yeah, but in all seriousness, Stancil, it's what makes me upset about it. It's like, who the fuck put these people up there? Like, that's who's sick in the head. Whoever was like, yeah, this will be a good idea. Let's throw this guy out there. Like, dude, that's kind of fucked up if you ask me. Like, let the guy relax.
Wow.
He doesn't know. He's got to be like stupid, right?
Listen. Yes, of course. But this is what I mean. This is why I don't care about it. It's all these people are lizards, left, right, up, down. Anyone who does politics for a living is a lizard person, a gray. I don't believe they're real people. They're pieces of shit. Local politics has some merit. These career politicians are all scum, bottom of the pond, terrible people through and through. So they get propped up. This guy. I mean, look, the president can't even talk. He's propped up. All these people are propped up. Pennsylvania voted for a dead guy. They voted a dead guy into. Nobody cares. Nobody really knows what's going on. So just don't care.
I don't give a shit. It's all
just don't care.
puppets.
Buy a kayak. Go kayaking, and live in your mom's garage. You don't have to worry about anything. Sheep.
No, but to answer your question, like COVID, it's another cold that comes with a terrible headache for me. That's it. It's nothing crazy. I didn't have any breathing problems. I couldn't, head was all stopped. My ears are still stopped up. I can't hear shit. I'm like completely deaf right now.
Well, you were deaf already.
Yeah, I'm already half deaf, and then my good ear is like still stopped up. That's the only side effect I'm still working through, which sucks.
And did you have to work? Did you
yesterday,
get your coworkers sick?
No, I didn't go to work. I had to work from home all week.
Oh,
I think I picked it up at work though. But no, last night I
real American warrior would go to work and see who of his coworkers are strong enough to defeat this pussified disease. Well, that's why you lie.
Well, I didn't want to because they have kids. If they didn't have kids, I would have lied.
Oh, the kids are fine. Just kill off all the old guys and open up some jobs for some young blood. That's what COVID's all about.
Last night I ordered a pizza for pickup, and I went to the wrong place.
Thanks for reminding me. I have to put it in order. Well.
I told the guy asked my name. I told him my name, and I don't know if he heard me or I didn't hear him. But I'm sitting there. I was waiting for probably 15 minutes until I realized I was in the wrong place because I couldn't hear the guy. I didn't know where I was at. I was like, okay. Because there's like 3 pizza places around me that I go to. So I went to the wrong one. And because he was like, yeah, your pizza will be ready in a minute.
Which one? Like, I know these pizza places. I know your neighborhood.
I went to Annex Pizza by accident. I was supposed to go to De Palma's.
De Palma's, yes.
Yeah, it's very good.
Annex is what? The filthy Greeks?
Yeah, they're actually Turkish.
Ugh.
Yeah. They make a good pie. They're nice people.
Listen, I love a Greek pie. Shout out Hope Pizza, Stamford, Connecticut. My favorite pie. It's a Greek style pie, cut into the squares. But I like the style. I like the crust. I like how the cheese goes to the crust. The Greeks are fine. The filthy Turkish. Listen, stick to your falafels, and I love a good falafel. That's not a hit.
Good chicken gyro.
I'm not gonna open a restaurant and make fucking baba ganoush. It's like stay in your fucking lane. You can't have it all. You can't have falafel and pizza.
Not at the same time, at least.
Oh, I mean, I have, but I mean, you can't as a business person. That's not fair. You Turkish pieces of shit.
So yeah, I mean, we'll get into the Chad stuff. We'll get into the Chad stuff on the next Sad Chad episode, but apparently he's been dunking on us while we have been doing our shows. Oh, I'm sure he's dunking. I'm sure a 5'5" unfunny comedian is dunking on us.
Hey, listen, he was funny. He was very good looking in middle school. He won middle school or something. Hey, didn't he? Yeah, we'll save it for Sad Chad. But why don't? It's funny how like Chad and his cronies go after you or me, and not Carl from Who Are These Podcasts,
right?
Or Cumia. Or it's funny how they have an easy time punching down, but they're too big of a pussies to go after the guys who are saying this to a much, much, much bigger market than we are.
Absolutely.
To their credit, they're doing God's work. Shout out Carl, and hung out with Carl at Content House. We can talk about that. Hung out with him a good amount. Good egg, great egg, some would say. But yeah, it's funny how they come after us, almost like they're fucking cowards or pussies or something to that effect, and won't go after the people who are reaching much big. I mean, Carl, I just listened to it last night. He finished playing the second half of Chad's terrible stand-up set at the Boca Black Box. Fucking
and that's his excuse for going on all these shows.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You shouldn't have to say thank you if people are laughing.
Thank you.
But anyway,
thank you so much.
But yeah, shout out to Carl from playing that shitty, terrible set on Who Are These Podcasts. That was hilarious.
Yep. Carl's
who was
the
on
man.
with them? It was Carl and shit. I just listened to it. Wanted to give them a shout out. It was one of our. Was it Chrissie? No, she was on. Anyway, yeah. So they're all pussies and cowards.
Chrissie was on Hughesy's podcast. Shout out Hughes.
Poor Chris. Sorry, Chrissie, you had to deal with that. Did I see it was a Christmas podcast?
Yeah. I guess he released his on time this year.
On time. It's 2 months early.
Well, I know, but
by the way,
what did we do? What did we do? The Valentine's Day
did the
special,
Valentine,
and he released it in like June.
Yeah, it was released in late March. We recorded it like end of January.
That dude's
Irish
funny, man.
Fucking yeah, he's funny, all right. Shout out it's Chrissie Mayr's birthday. Everybody go.
Happy birthday, Chrissie.
Such a good egg. God bless her. I saw her when I was all hammered up coming back.
I saw the picture in Grand Central.
Oh yeah, I had to again. See, that's the thing. As I didn't do at Epcot with Mr. Cumia and Mead because I was having so much fun. But I did. I know when to pull the ripcord normally.
Right.
And I had to pull the ripcord. Geno once again got me hammered on the show, and they were doing their election show, so they were all doing. So I was like, you know what, I'm getting out of here.
Wait a second. Stancil.
Sure, let's slow down.
I don't normally watch all of the In Hot Waters, but of course I watch when you're on. And
wow.
I don't think Geno got you hammered. You got yourself hammered. You were the one pouring the shots. It was it was so much fun watching you go from Stancil into like, oh my God, Stancil, to like, holy fuck, Stancil. And then you showed your asshole. It was amazing.
Yep. Hell of a show. Literally, yep. Showed your ass.
That's exactly what you should be doing on that show. Having fun.
Show.
Now, did he know the baby powder bit beforehand?
No.
You didn't tell him?
No. I didn't tell him
amazing.
that. I didn't tell him the last time I was on. I did the thing with aerosol and fire.
Yeah. I like it when you're going back and forth with Bobby, and that shit was making me laugh too. You didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, Bobby didn't want it. Bobby's no, it was all fun. Listen, it's all that's why I know you hate this show. It's all out there. That show's all out there. There's no fourth wall. That's why it's funny. It's why it's retarded. And
I don't know, man. I'm kind of liking the show now without Berg. I couldn't watch it when Berg was on.
Oh, somebody's gonna cut. Well, you always hated Aaron Berg.
Well, I didn't hate Aaron Berg.
I just
ever. All I said was that he
I'm just
bombed
doing you
at
and
one show, and then I get I'm a big bad boy because I say he had one bad set. Okay. What? I'm not allowed to critique?
I'm just stirring shit like I like to do.
It's totally allowed. But no, I think as much as I love the Lord, he says Geno's show isn't nothing without Berg. I have to disagree. I think I would way rather watch it now the way it is than when Berg was on. Of course, KB says that Geno's show stinks, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. The last couple episodes I've watched have made me laugh. Those guys in the booth, whatever, Bob, I thought it was Steve that was doing the security guard bit. But so I sent him a Twitter DM. I said, dude, that shit had me laughing so hard. And he goes, that was Bobby. And I was like, oh.
You tried. Babies.
Yeah.
You got. They both have mustache and goatees.
Right. I couldn't tell, but I thought it was Steve the whole time. But that security guard bit, dude, that shit had me laughing my ass off.
Yeah.
I thought it was really funny.
Yeah, listen, it's always a runaway train. I've always enjoyed it.
I think it's good. I'm going to starting to tune in now. Now,
Wow. I'm gonna wait till Kevin hears. You think it's a better show with no Bird? That's great.
I think it's
That's
better.
good.
I mean, at least for me, I listen now. You know, I
There
don't
you
know if it's a
go.
better show or not, but for me and what my taste and what I like it now.
And you like when I'm on the show.
Of course, I have to watch when you're on the show. Why do you think I called in when he said, "Oh, we're going to do the Stancil origin stories"? Fuck off, Geno. Why don't you start with every other Tuesday for now and maybe work your way up? Okay. We got a many episodes in the bag here at Ski Mask Collective, Geno.
Oh yeah.
All right.
That was a good time. Listen, that's the show, but that's the show. If it was another show, I would care.
I love it every time you trash. Anytime you're on one of those shows and I call, because you tell me to call in. And then I call in, you're like, fuck this fucking worthless garbage.
Listen, it's all the long con. It's all
so
written.
much fun. Now,
I'm playing chess out here.
Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Still getting
Long
over it.
COVID. You got the long COVID. Long
Probably.
dick COVID.
I got a long penis. Yeah. So what's going on with this? I don't. You know a little bit about it. I just now found out about this guy, Tommy, on Twitter.
Tommy McNulty.
Is that he's making some wacky video. Did you see the one he made of when he's riding the bike because he's got to get in shape?
I did quickly just before.
And then apparently he called Sullivan's to talk to Cumia.
Apparently so. Yeah, so I know about it as much as you do. Then really,
I just found this guy just popped up on my radar. I had to
it
follow.
was just funny
him
to me that Geno got mad at him. That's what's always funny. Geno hated him for 2 days. Until he called in yesterday.
Yeah, I haven't seen that part yet, but
so I get he's just a fan. I think I'm pretty sure I've met him at I think he came to secret shows. I'm pretty sure I've met him somewhere along the way. He's a fine enough guy.
But I think he's a Chicago area.
Oh,
guy.
maybe I don't know, but I don't know. You may know as much as me. I think he's just a
Marshall saying somebody else called Sullivan's as Tommy. Marshall, get in here. Get in on
Marshall,
the.
he can come in. He was at the house. He
click
knows
the
a lot
link,
of things.
Marshall, get in here.
Yeah, get in here.
Because he put in quotation marks COVID. Everybody thought I was fluking out of the Chrissie Mayr show. Next time I'll just come in with full blown AIDS and give it to everybody.
Next time, get everybody sick.
Yeah.
No, I think Tommy McNulty is just a fan who maybe has a level of Asperger's and doesn't understand the level of, he's maybe overreaching a bit with his videos, maybe. But I think
I don't know, man. His videos popped
mean.
up on my radar, and that one when he was riding the bike, I watched it probably 10 times while I was sitting on the toilet laughing my ass
get
off.
him on the show. Do a Patreon one-on-one with him.
I'm not going to do it. You got to be there. I'm not doing a one-on-one with this guy.
Don't do it in person. Don't do it in person.
Oh, I'll do it in person.
No, don't do it in person. I'm not doing it in person. It might kill me.
Maybe
Speaking of people who might kill me, shout out Saint Ranger. He sent me that fine Swiss Army knife with the camouflage.
You weren't happy with it because it only had 5 attachments.
It was a bit cheap. I mean, let's be honest. 5 attachments. Yeah, as I was going through it, 5 attachments. I mean, I couldn't even get the toothpick or the tweezers. Come on, fucking Saint Ranger. At least give me the toothpick and the tweezers. The Swiss Army's had those little toothpick and tweezers on the end that you always lose within a day. Yeah, you couldn't even at least spring for those. All I got is a knife and a flathead screwdriver. Thanks.
What are you going to do with a flathead?
No, I thanked him. Obviously, we're having fun. Could have used a few more attachments, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, so I was down there.
Yeah. Marshall says he might jump in, but they're getting ready to try to go to the show in Long Island tonight. What are your thoughts as far as Cumia and like 3 good old boys just trying to put on a show for their fans, people who are paying tickets to come see them, and getting canceled? I mean, there was some group chat that was released today on Twitter where fans were showing up, and they were correct. There was cops everywhere in Jersey.
Yeah, well, cops.
It's a little ridiculous if you ask me. Isn't there much more the police should be fucking worried about right now? Like people getting pushed in front of trains.
Well,
rape.
I think this is a hack standpoint at this point, anyway. But it's just the problem isn't even the people. The problem is for me or the police. The problem is the clubs. Like who gives a fuck? You
Right.
get a call. Like these guys are gonna be here. There'll be violence. Okay, so
Whatever happened to bouncers? Isn't that the point of having good bouncers?
Whatever happened to calling 911 when something actually happens? You know,
let's have 911 prepared for some white dudes who were just trying to put on a comedy show.
Yeah, you don't need the National Guard, or you don't need a SWAT team to stand outside your club for a comedy show. Have the show. If people start showing up, call the cops. But nobody these people are cowards. These people are cowards.
And by that point, whoever's running the club should see the number of turnout. Like, okay, we're going to have this many people here, you know, to see these comics. There's not going to be enough people to show up in that amount of time who somehow figured out where it is to overthrow the good old boys.
Yeah,
they're going to be standing down, standing by.
Well, exactly. And not even that. Forget about that. At any show, you have all the people who paid to be there, and then you'll have people who want to disrupt it. They're going to be outnumbered. It's on a smaller level. It was like with Chad in Orlando. Everybody's all worried he would come. Like, let him fucking come. And you see this there's 200 people here that'll bash his brains in. Like,
right.
You know, like, who gives a fuck? They're all worried about him coming. Like, I don't give a fuck. Have him come. I could take him, much less 200 of us.
Oh, absolutely. You would beat the shit out of Chad.
Of course. Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's old and he's an alcoholic. His liver. I mean, we'll get into that in another show.
Yeah, he's got that.
But yeah, it's so I don't get the whole. I blame the clubs. I don't blame the police. I don't even blame the people making the calls because they're just doing what they are because they're losers. I think club people have to stand up and stop being such pussies.
I just don't know who.
And again,
who
call 911. I'm not saying nothing. Call 9. You book the people, especially these clubs, and what they said. They were like, "Oh, we're MAGA people. We're all for it." So you booked them. It's not like you got booked at the Stand who didn't know who you were, and like, "Oh shit, we didn't realize. Sorry." Like they're getting booked at places who know who they are, and these places are still bending the knee to some fucking random phone calls. They can get 200 calls. I guarantee you, nobody actually shows up. And if they do, you call 911. And if they get in, you have 200 people there ready to beat their ass. So let's all put balls in our legs or something.
Let's do it. Speaking of balls between their legs, Lila Hart joins the show. How are you?
Hello. What's up?
Wow.
Now, what are your thoughts as far? I know you probably heard some of the controversy. Shows getting canceled. People are calling police to have them outside of comedy shows because they don't like what people say. So now these club owners are now not allowing shows to happen. Your thoughts?
You know what? It's absolutely insane. But this really all started when the comedy clubs enforced all the mandates. So it's like, what do you expect is going to happen?
Right. You know? So they started with one rule, and then it just kind of avalanched down to the point where they have their hands tied behind their back, and they're like, oh, we just need to make money. But if they saw the kind of turnout these guys make, I mean, they're going to make money. Because one thing about Cumia fans and those guys, they like to drink, so there's going to be hefty bar tabs. They can make money from that, you know.
Well, and here's another thing, too. If you want to have all these comedians on stage doing PC comedy, PC comedy is pretend comedy. That is not real comedy, especially when you're up there and you're not allowed to just say what you want to say. It's absolutely it's detrimental to the comedy community and everything else going on in the world. Right. I like your ski mask.
Thank you. That's this is a Ski Mask Collective show.
You wear the ski mask. I wear sunglasses. Now I got to Lila was at the Content House.
Right.
I got there Wednesday. Lila was already there, and first thing Lila did was get me dastardly high to the point where I couldn't function for about 4 hours and was just sunning myself like a lizard. And she was just pounding away, freaking talking, and I couldn't function. Am I right?
Lila, you're from Texas, so you're getting high down there too. It's pretty easy to get weed.
Well, I live in Texas now, but I did spend 10 years in Los Angeles.
Okay, what part of Texas do you live in?
Texas for the last year.
What part of Texas?
In Dallas.
Dallas. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I lived in Texas for 25 years.
Oh wow, where in Texas?
Tyler, Texas. It's 2 hours east of you.
Nice.
Wow.
I like it. Huh? Look at my shirt.
Very American. Very American, Lila.
This is my new merch. This is American history of voter fraud. My merch.
Oh, no shit. Can people buy that?
Yeah, from me.
How?
Check out my movie. Just send me a message.
There you go.
Send her a message, folks, if you want this merch.
Which is still, by the way, easier, still better than our merch site, where I asked today. I wanted to buy a T-shirt off of our site today and was told I wasn't allowed to buy a T-shirt off of my own site for another
Listen,
week.
folks, times are tough. They take the money out of my account before they fulfill the shipment. I have $4. Okay, I went on a gambling spree. I'm waiting on the gambling money to hit on Monday, and then I'll be able to fulfill a couple of T-shirts. All right. Times are tough. What do you want me to do?
Times are tough. Join the page. Page is hot. Page is hot. Lila, no, let's go back here. We haven't talked since Content House, Ski Mask. Lila was pretty much the star of this house.
Really?
Well, don't say she was on, not only on the stream, but oh God, here you go. Now you're out in the world, just karaoke crushing it. We went to this hole in the wall bar, by the way. What was it? It was called Plan B. Plan B bar. Oh my God, you would love it. It's the best bar, maybe the best bar in America.
It was awesome.
Oh, missing drop ceiling, real good old boys out in the Orlando sticks. But we somehow found karaoke there, and Lilo's over there just making these dudes night.
It was so much fun, you guys. Whoa. It was a hole in the wall, that's true. And
glory hole?
What?
Glory hole?
There was no glory hole, but the men's bathrooms, there was a sign for more bathrooms, and it was just to a piece of grass behind the building. That's a fact.
And what was your song that you sang?
Playing with the boys.
No, Third Eye Chimes, Semi-Charm, Third Eye Blind, Semi-Charm Life. I mean, that's one of the go-tos.
Wow.
That's on my call list. What did you do?
I Like a Virgin, Madonna.
Oh, that's right. Really turn that bitch out.
Wow.
Now, do you remember that girl who yodeled?
Oh my gosh, she was incredible. She's like the shining star in this town.
So I fell in love with this girl, Ski Mask.
Oh yeah, you fell in love again. I've seen you fall in love. This is like the 5th or 6th time I've seen you fall in love.
Oh, I fall in love all the time. All it takes is
a
girl to talk to me. So she talked to me for two minutes, and I'm in love, and I'm gonna go back. So her nickname was just a classic tale, Ski Mask. She was there. She was drinking. Maybe she looked like she did a little coke. Who knows?
That's okay. That's okay.
No, but she's a very pretty girl, and she worked there. But this was her off night, and she knew all the old guys. And then it's just a classic. It's like a Lady Gaga. And then she goes up there and just belts out some yodel song, like, note for note, pitch for pitch. And then she comes over and talks. She knew who Gigi Dior was. Like Gigi was with us, who was a porn star, and she knew who she was before I told her. Like, pulled her up on XNXX and asked me like if this was her. I was like, this girl's all right. And I'll never see her again. And that was it. And that was my last chance at love. So
no, you have another.
So I got a bad back. Now I got a bad back.
I have her on Instagram.
Really?
You should connect with her.
Oh, send her over to me. Let me connect. I'll connect.
Yes.
I'll go over to the garage.
Get her in this garage.
Wind her down.
Yeah. And Lila, how long did you oh no, I remember you left. I was going to say you were in there longer. They got there before me and left after me, but you left a little earlier than me.
I left right after the first karaoke night. I didn't get to go to the second karaoke night, which looked like so much fun. You guys were all so cute, dressed up in your Halloween costumes. And I didn't even get to wear my Halloween costume, which I had two of them. One was a Dalmatian, and then the other one was Cruella de Vil. I was going to be both.
At the same time?
At the same time?
I don't know. Maybe I was going to do like a switcheroo in the outfits, but then I never did. But I did have it with me.
Well, the first knows a little something about a switcheroo.
Yeah, trans. Well, the first night of karaoke, I think we needed to do more that night. We needed the cavalry. You really set the tone. You got in there. You mingled it up. You were the mingler, Lila, and then we all followed suit. But you built the bridge. You built the bridge. Because we walked in there, and we're all who we are.
Just to describe the bar, it was just imagine a bar where a bunch of people who've probably been going there for many, many years. A lot of old timers in that bar. This is like their hometown bar where they go into, and They're very talented karaoke singers. I will say that was impressive. And when I walked in, the first person I noticed was this 78-year-old man. He was sitting there with his wife. And I was just thinking, like, it made me miss my grandpa. And I was like, this is so cool that this man is like out here and he's enjoying himself and he's singing. And so I started talking to them and just talking to everybody, and it made it so fun.
It was a lot of fun. I think that was Buddy. The old guy,
Lila,
Buddy.
Is it Lila or Lila?
Lila.
So if you had to give yourself a 1 through 10 on your singing skills, what would you rate it as?
On this particular, there's only like a couple of songs that I'm really good at. And Like a Virgin is the one karaoke song that I know I'm going to go up there and crush it. But I can't say that about every other song. I've been singing Like a Virgin since college. That was my go-to. So I've perfected it. I will give myself an 8.5.
8.5. All right, we're going to see about that. Stan, so keep the conversation going real quick. I think I have some exclusive clip here.
Whoa. Unbelievable. Well, I'm not really good at keeping the conversation going. I'm more of a, third mic. Lila, you're good at it. You host the show. What's that?
I was watching you perform, and you were fantastic.
All right, see what happens here, folks.
Oh, my gosh. There I am.
Whoa, it's music.
8.5.
That's not bad. Hit that note.
Look, they have a smoke machine.
Yeah.
And they did have a smoke machine that my chick was controlling. And the beautiful girl Bob was controlling. I like the inflection. I like the affections. Knows the song.
Yes, very into it. I like it. I would give it a good 8. Good 8. Good 8.5, especially pick karaoke. You were right.
Exactly.
Hey, you know what? Karaoke is all about just putting your all into it. You don't even have to have the best voice.
It doesn't. Yeah, who gives a shit?
You have to be very enthusiastic. An enthusiastic person on the mic is a fun person to watch.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's right. I'm enthusiastic. Whee! But you know what? She's right. You know what? She makes a good point. She's goddamn right. I do not like, and I'll say this, I'll say it. No one else will say it. I don't like when people are too good at karaoke. I like when people are trying, and I think karaoke should be not good, and I think it should be people trying to sing songs they can't sing.
It's a way to make yourself
stance.
It's a way to make yourself feel vulnerable, and especially in front of people that you like, and that there's something special about that, I think. And that's
I agree, and I respect when somebody gets out there and belts it out. But I like it. I think it's, for me, as you might imagine, I think karaoke. I like when karaoke's funny. I like acting it out, or at least be enthusiastic. As Lila said, it doesn't have to be good at all.
I used to hate going to these karaoke bars in Texas, and these guys would come in there and just take it so seriously. And
right.
It's just super embarrassing. They're like, "What are you doing? Just be funny." So I would go up and just sing the stupidest shit. Like I would present something to the DJ he's never even heard of before. He's like, "Don't you want the lyrics?" I'm like, "No, I don't. I know them all." Like,
that's how I started with karaoke. I started with TV themes because I would just go there to,
just do like SpongeBob or something.
So that's
ridiculous.
why Family Matters has always been one of my go-tos.
SpongeBob and me have the same birthday. Actually.
Oh wow!
July 14th. Me and SpongeBob.
Oh yeah,
SpongeBob who? The cartoon?
SquarePants, yo.
Cartoon. Me and the cartoon SpongeBob. On his little driver's license in one of the episodes, it says his birthday's July 14th. I know Stansel's birthday is December 11th.
Wow. Coming up. She does. Oh, that's right. I forgot. She got me high and then made me believe in astrology. I forgot about that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, what are the numbers? She was making me connect numbers, and I was seeing it was like the number 23 when he just writes numbers all over the walls. That's basically where I was.
Who's in that movie?
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey, yeah.
And today was Chrissie's birthday. Chrissie Mayr. November
That's
11th.
right.
Yes.
So
Happy
11s.
birthday, Chrissy.
What was it, Lila? 11s and 14s, or 11s match up with 11s and 4s?
Hey, my birthday's on the 11th.
Oh,
February.
no!
February.
Lila, what do you got on that?
See, this is making sense. You guys run a show together. 2 11s. Makes perfect sense to
See,
me.
she was doing this. She got my head all fucked up. I don't know if I have recovered. I'm just seeing numbers everywhere.
Wow. February 11th. I will remember that.
Yeah,
Wow.
give me some feedback. Follow me on Twitter. Send me my feedback. Let me know if I'm going to die this year, please, before I purchase a big TV.
Doesn't Ashley Marie Thornton do our she only
Yeah,
does
but
animals?
I don't believe her. You know that.
Yeah, you don't like her.
I
Oh my
never said
God.
that.
I'm going to take a picture of us and tweet it out that we're live right now.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yes.
Make
Ski
sure you
Mask
tag
Live.
my new Twitter. That's at
Yeah.
Stancil_Jim.
Smile.
New and improved.
Awesome. Yes, Stancil, actually I could take a screenshot. Command Shift for smile.
I don't even know how to. I still don't know how.
I don't
to
know
do
how
that.
to do that. I think I did it.
This is our 170th episode, and we still are not
Wow.
totally professional about it. Yes,
No, I don't even
yes,
know
yes,
what. I don't
big
even, still
show.
don't know what this show is. No
It's
idea what this show
it's
is.
a mishmash, big pot. We just talk about everything. Now, Stancil, we were told that one of our subscribers would not put down $100 to the Patreon unless you said that the Content House was gay and that you were gay.
Will you say you're gay for $100?
Yes.
All you have to do is say you're okay. All right, thank you.
Wait. Well, what guarantees do I? What guarantees do I have? that-
He's already re-signed back up because I
All
told him
right,
he'd
then
do it.
I'm gay, and the Content House was gay. If that's what.
And
it was,
also, words
Sticks and
have different
stones.
meanings now, so we don't even know what gay means anymore.
yeah, gay means
Right.
happy to me.
Constantly
Content
changing.
House
we're having
was
a great
happy
time.
and fun. It was a great time. Oops, look at those feet. That's
Yes.
Oh wow, you're gonna get a
Um,
higher rating on WikiFeet than me.
Oh yes, we
Yeah,
found
you
out-
should
that's
start
right.
selling feet pics, Stancil.
Well, we went over it. When I was at some point, I was producing. I say that jokingly. I was at the desk with a computer for the live stream, and we were looking up Ariadna's and Lila's both have WikiFeet.
Yeah.
Do you know about WikiFeet, Ski Mask?
No, what the fuck? No.
WikiFeet, you can pull it up. WikiFeet is a site where people.
I don't think I
rate-
want to.
People rate celebrities and just anybody's feet, and you can submit whoever you want. Right, Lila? You're on there.
I'm
Ariadna
on
was
there.
I gotta
And
get-
you know, I have to say, I'm very
Chrissy
impressed.
was on there big time.
And she's got like a 5-star rating, Chrissy's feet.
Has
She was a
good
foot
rating.
model before she became a comic.
Wow. I only
Good
have a
cheating.
2.5, but I'm not upset about it because, I mean, honestly, my feet do deserve a 2.5. My left foot, the toes don't work. Can't move the ankle. I mean, it's really just like it's a leg. It's there. It works, but, you know, not the best. So 2.5, I'll take it.
That's
It's
not
good.
bad. I'd give
At
you
least
a
I'm
three.
on there. At least I'm on there. That's pretty cool. That's an accomplishment, right?
Yeah.
That is an accomplishment. I would, yes. That's something you could tell your kids about being on WikiFeet.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't think
I
I've ever
can't
put
tell my
myself in
kids
a.
about that. I don't even have kids.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not
I
until
only- I'm
you
gonna
and
get so fat
Lila
I-
get together. Woo!
Lila's a married woman. She's
I
a
am
taken woman.
married.
Oh, okay. My bad. Sorry.
That's okay.
I might get so fat. I'm going to eat so much I lose my feet. I think that's going to be
Now,
my goal, and that'll be
No.
my excuse for not being on WikiFeet.
What the fuck is this?
I ate a McRib when I was in Orlando.
Stancil, this comment says, "How the fuck have you guys not talked about Chad going back on MLC? Did that even drop yet?
Not that I've seen.
I haven't
know-
seen anything
who's
about
Chad? I
Chad
never
going
even-
back on. Who
He's
the
a
fuck? What are you
comic?
talking about? Yeah, he's some credit card thief in Florida.
Even if we did see that, that would be on our other program.
It'd be on Sad Chad,
which would
asshole.
be
So maybe tune into
recorded.
that.
Yeah. So yeah, obviously I was in Content House, and then I was in Costa Rica, and Ski Mask was sick, so it was a little week and a half hiatus. But you,
Yeah,
fucking-
week and a half hiatus. Don't
you
flip your
scumbags
tops,
can deal
folks.
with it. Yeah,
Jesus
real-
Christ.
real
this
job.
This is the home of constant content constantly being released. We give you content all the fucking time. So just get over it. Patreon.com/SkiMaskMedia. Get there now. I'm telling you, folks, there's a lot of videos being released, all right? Constant content. Just wait till next Friday to order the shirts.
Yeah, Lila, we just mostly berate our guests for 45 to an hour every week.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, not our
fantastic.
guests, our followers, listeners.
Ooh, sad Chad hasn't dropped in like 3 weeks. Sorry, we have lives.
Yeah, real job. No, there's no new.
Okay.
There's no new.
I just
MLC.
found you, Ski Mask Host, and I'm following
Cool.
you.
Thank you. I think I was
No
already
new
following you.
MLC.
I'm following you now.
I can't use
Oh,
the
I
Face
have
ID.
to tell you guys. So I went to ASU last weekend for my nephew's family. It was family weekend at ASU.
Oh, yeah, you went to party. I remember you told me that.
I went to a party. No, but I went and it was so interesting because I was a freshman in college 13 years ago, and being around all these college kids made me feel so nostalgic. And it reminded me I was actually a collegiate athlete. Did you guys know that?
No, was it in like gymnastics?
Nope. I was part of the NCAA, so a real collegiate athlete. I was a coxswain.
A coxswain.
Coxswain. Do you know
I
what
know
that
it.
is?
You yelled at people rowing boats.
Yes.
I know
I
what
was a
that
small
is.
person that sat in the front of the rowing team, and it was cool. I did it for
Interesting.
one semester, but I didn't like getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning to work out with the girls, so I was like, I'm out. But it was cool. I wanted to do it so that I could say I was a collegiate athlete, you know?
And
I
now
went.
you did it. It was all worth it to say it on this very podcast.
Exactly.
Yes.
It was just for you guys.
I mean,
That's
Jim
better than
Stenson was
me.
he was an All-American athlete.
I was an All-American athlete, but I was an MCLA All-American, not an NCAA All-American. So Lila technically has a leg up, even though I was an All-American.
Wow.
We're learning a lot. No, that guy's wrong. Chad was never on that. Chad was never on that. Levy
Chad
invited
wasn't
him
even
on
on.
that
The
time.
guy stinks.
He was on that one time. I don't even know who he is. Isn't that the guy that bombed? That guy stinks.
Jacob Ryan S. Come
Sorry,
back with some
Jacob.
heat. Anyways, I hate to read
Anyways.
the comments on this shit. You know, like I hate doing that. I'm so
Why
out of
not?
it.
It's
still.
fun. I can't read them because my back is fucked up. I can't move from where
My
I'm sitting
back's
right
fucked
now.
up. This is why I've been sitting for a week now. I've been doing my work from here. It's annoying. Ready to go out. I need to see some adventure or something. What's this Connecticut lifestyle all about? Where the fuck are we doing?
You gotta
Is
go.
there anything to do around here besides gamble and drink?
Well, that's the problem. That's why. Exactly. That's why I haven't met a beautiful young a lady, because the only place to meet him is at bars, and then they're all drunk
Alcoholics, and they just want to. Yeah, they just want to get drunk.
Nothing else to do. I go on the kayak. Everything else I do is solitary, and all these people just go drink. So that's it.
I just drink alone.
I don't do the
Play
apps. I
video
tell
games.
Lila I refuse to do the apps. Can't do the apps. I'm too old. And
I
it's
tried,
over.
Lila. I've tried time and time again to get him set up through the apps because I know how to work them, and he won't listen. He wants nothing to do with it.
I'm
And
too
like,
real.
dude,
I can't. I got to be real.
You're not. I can tell you how to be real. You just gotta.
You know what?
I am real. You can't tell me how to be real. I'm real.
You gotta do something off the wall. That's what worked for me. What like I told you before, what I did was I took pictures of myself doing random things around the apartment. I had a picture of me doing dishes.
And then you just but you just did that to get people interested. So then that's fake.
What do you mean? How was it
You know
fake?
what?
Then you go on a date. Then you find out if it's fake or not.
I think a good idea, Stancil, you maybe overseas. You could go overseas.
Leave the country.
Leave the country. Get
Go to
yourself a
Mexico.
nice. You need a Filipino wife. Get a nice Filipina.
They're a working breed. Those people are fine people. I'm not allowed in Canada, or there's a
Me
beautiful
neither.
lady up there. I would like to,
Same.
I'm smitten with. So I'm not allowed in
Yeah,
Canada.
Smokey, come to the U.S.
And I wouldn't mind going. Yeah, the Filipino, but then you run the risk of it being a boy if you're not careful. If you go to the Philippines,
That's
and
Thailand.
then you're in a real pickle with a pickle, if you know what I mean.
What
Yeah,
if you
thank
join
God.
like a meetup group or something, like a hiking group? Maybe we could meet somebody.
Yeah, you see, that's closer, but then it still feels. It's like. It feels like it just doesn't feel real. It's got. I'm just an old school. I was born in the wrong century, folks. I was born. I don't belong. I belong in the early. I belong in the 1920s. Yeah, you open a door for a lady and then you get married 2 days later. That's how it should work. I
Dude,
want to
can you
be.
believe-
I want to be
people-
lauded for opening doors.
It's so weird. The people on the East Coast, they look at you like you're rude for opening a door for them. And when you say yes, ma'am, that they're like, don't say that because it makes them feel old or some shit. It's like, that's what I say.
By the way, I've always said this. There's gentlemen for a male. You say gentleman. There's no word for woman.
Gentlewoman.
Hole.
No, gentlewoman's not one. Hole's good. No, there's no.
Hey, hole.
There's no madame, I guess, but that's not English.
It's madam.
Think on that one, you dumb fucks. Try to come back with that one. What's the woman version of gentleman?
Ski Mask. What?
And that's the show.
Ski Mask. What was the worst date you ever been on in your life?
Ooh.
Oh, great question. All right, so I was in Houston. I met this bartender. We were supposed to go on a date, which we did.
On coke?
No, not well. That later in the story.
See, I know it.
So I take her to
Bartender.
this bar, and I picked her up from her mom's house, and we're drinking, and she just starts slugging these drinks. And I'm like, whoa, I know I can drink a lot. She's drinking like just as much as I am. I'm like, holy shit.
Beers? These
So-
are beers?
No, this is like heavy, top-notch margaritas. And
wow.
so
Excuse
she
me,
gets
somebody's
back in the
doing
truck.
well.
She gets in my truck. She's sloshed. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to take her back to my dad's house. Sorry, Dad, I know you're listening. But I'm going to
out,
take her back to
Dad.
my dad's house. And we pull up on my dad's driveway, and she's like, I want to go home. Now, this is in Houston. Houston's a big fucking city. And it's all the way across the city of Houston. So I drive her all the way there. We're going down 99, and she rolls the window down. I'm driving 80 miles an hour, and she climbs out of the passenger side of my truck and tries to get onto the roof. And I'm
Oh
like
my
holding her,
God.
like pulling her in, and I finally get her to her house because I'm like, she's like hanging out. I don't know how I didn't get pulled over. There's like a lady hanging out of my fucking truck driving down the interstate. And once we get to her house, she goes, I want to go get some coke. So I'm like, okay. And she's like, I know a guy. Go here. I'm like, fuck. I was young. So I was like, whatever. I was just trying to get laid.
Yeah.
And so we get to the coke guy's house, and she's in there for like 20 minutes.
What kind of house?
Oh my
Uh,
God. Were you outside of the house while she's
No,
in
I
your
was.
room?
Yeah, I was in my truck while she was inside. So like 20 minutes went by, and I looked at the clock, and it was 5 o'clock in the morning. And
Your
I was
problem
just-
now. Hit the gas.
That's exactly what I did.
Okay.
That's exactly what I did. I left.
Great minds.
immediately, and I left. And then like 2 years later, my
You
brother.
left her in a crack house?
Yeah, I left her in a crack house.
Love it.
And like 2 years later, my brother, when he was living with my dad. This was recent, actually.
He found her
He
bones
he
in that
goes
house?
he goes, dude, did you ever used to drink at this bar? I remember seeing this chick, and he sent me a picture, and I go, bro, do not do anything with that. It's a nightmare. Yeah, that's probably the worst date. Yeah.
Isn't that incredible how psychotic a woman can be? But if she's hot enough, you will let her hang out the side of your truck and still drive her to a drug dealer's house. Women, it's like, that's pretty wild.
She was that hot. Like she was.
Yeah,
very,
I mean,
very
I
hot.
imagine. I was like, this broad must have been a smoke show for you
But
to.
then, like, so it was like almost like you're back in the day when you meet somebody in person, and before, nowadays you go through somebody's profiles and all that shit to see what they're about. I didn't do any of that with this chick. I had just met her, and the date came like 2 days later. So after this happened, I found her profiles on Twitter and Facebook, and she's got like pictures of her like drinking like what is fake blood and shit. Like,
Ooh,
but she's really hot. But I'm
Wow.
like, whoa, okay, no wonder she's a psychopath.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sexy.
I could have
psycho.
died.
Wow.
I've dealt with a hot limp body before.
What do you mean?
Not, I've dealt with a limp woman who was attractive before. I don't think it has a
What
not
do you
as
mean,
good
dead or like passed out?
Well, so this was again in my younger
What do you
days.
mean
Top,
her-
I met her at the morgue. Pulled her out. I met her pulled her out of the mausoleum. No, I met her. We were friends. We were friends. Blah blah blah. We were hanging out here and there. Very attractive. Had a boyfriend, but this is when we were younger. Because he's hammered, and I don't even remember exactly where we were, but we were talking, and she wanted to come over. Whatever. Cut to the chase. So
I want to blow you.
who knows? But you want to come over. Like, oh, this is new. Let's fucking do this. Let's see what happens here. Drive. Obviously driving drunk because I'm American. Nothing more American than that. So get home. Get to my apartment. And she passed out on the way, just whatever. So all right, let's go inside. Nothing. Tap her, no response. She's breathing her. Like, I'm not worried she's dead at all.
Right.
I'm just like, all right.
Check the pulse with your cock.
So this lasted probably, yeah. Oh yeah. Checked. Yeah, exactly. On her wrist. This went on probably 15, 20 minutes, which is a long time when you're just, I'm talking literally 15, 20 minutes when you're just sitting in a driveway. And like every couple minutes, I would like give her a little tap or a little shake, to wake her up.
You got to use a bag of ice.
To this day what was going on, if she was pretending because she made a bad decision or if she was actually that fucked up. So anyway, eventually I get to the point where I got to go to bed. And I was like telling her this. I don't know if she could hear me. I was like, I'll bring you inside. I think I would pass out. I'll give you a ride home. So I went to carry her in the house. I started carrying her. She started making noise. You're like, I was like, all right, you're lucid. Let me bring you home because then I'm friends with her sister. I gotta have her sister bring her home. I gotta have her sister take her in the house.
Right.
This is probably like 3:30 at this point. Who knows? Drive over to her sister's house. Still passed out. I eventually, long story short, I had to like ring her parents' doorbell at 4 a.m. and like throw her dead body. Texted her sister, come and get her, and that's the long and short. But it was a full on Animal House moment. I mean, she was passed out in my car. There's literally a devil on this shoulder and another guy on this shoulder, both trying to tell me to touch her, but I didn't because I'm a nice guy. And that's it. Not as good as your story, but that's the story.
I didn't even think mine was that good.
Well, at least you left the girl in a coke house. I left.
Yeah, I couldn't do it anymore. It was getting late. I had shit to do the next
day.
But
I could see how men of lesser morals could get into raping. Not for me, but
you know what, Stan? So I think it was very great that you took her home, made sure she got into her house, and she was.
And look where that got me. Looking back, I probably should have just had my way with her because what does it matter? Right, Lila?
Hey, you know what? At least your soul is right with God. Okay?
That's right.
Yeah.
Me and Jesus. Right, it's all that matters. Me and my.
Now, what about you, Lila? You ever had any big guy problems?
You know what? Oh, I was gonna tell you guys this. I used to get really drunk, and I would tell people that I was a dolphin trainer from San Diego.
Okay.
And I would go, I would like. Get really drunk and then.
Did you have anything to back it up? Like, did you make noises or
just
throw
my personality? I would just.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think your personality. It's believable.
Yeah, imagine you meet me and I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm from San Diego. I train dolphins, and then people would just like love it, and I would just talk about these dolphins. I'll give them names. I mean, I would just go into these elaborate stories. One time I went to. Oh, this is funny. When I was 20 years old, me and my best friend, Prabjo, we went to Hawaii for a spring break, and I had a fake ID. It wasn't a fake ID. It was my sister's ID, who, first of all, I'm 4'6", and the ID said I was 5'3", but when you're a bouncer who's like 6'4", anything under 5 foot just looks the same to you, so it will work. And I remember I was getting drinks from these guys because I told them that me and my friend that that she was supposed to get married, but then her husband ditched her, and we were just there because he was like, "Oh, you guys can still go to Hawaii." So I made people feel bad for my friend and they got us drinks. So
yeah, that's good. Oh, I've done that before.
That was our story.
That's pretty good. That's not bad. I've done it. I had just told the whole bar my buddy just had a birthday, and we got shots bought for us all night, and he didn't have a kid till many years later. But that's a good hack for you folks. You got to sell it though. We were just cheersing to him all night. People just kept buying us drinks. He just had a baby, which also didn't make sense if he just had a baby while I was at a bar, but nobody questioned it.
Nobody questioned it.
Give it a try, folks. It's a freebie.
Funny.
Well, look, folks. We're going to head over to the Patreon now. Here in just a couple moments. Now, Lila,
I want to say that. Can I say that? I've always wanted to say that.
Go ahead, say it.
We're gonna slide into the page right after this. That's all.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Lila,
It's a
would you
new
like
day.
to join us on the Patreon? We'll send you a new
Sure.
link.
Let's
All right.
go.
If you
Wow.
guys want to continue
Great.
this episode of
Gonna get juicy.
episode 170 Ski Mask Collective, we're going to continue this on the Patreon, which will be out very soon. Thank you for tuning in.
God bless America.